I'm your host, welcome to 23. You're joining me for BloodBound 3, Chapter 8, The Truth. Walking in Rhea's room, you're disturbed to find Rhea naked and bloody on her bed, surrounded by a dozen corpses. What is... Take a step back as she gracefully stands, her hair sticking to her bloody body. I'd hoped to have a little more time, but I suppose I got careless. She gracefully rises to her feet as power surges through her in the room. Now what are we going to do about this? Come here, my darling. Let me show you what true power feels like. She takes a step towards you, reaching out, and you feel something inside you like a spider scratching against your mind. No. You shove away, bolting back out through the door. You tear down the hallway, smashing into a dresser, but she calmly strides after you, dripping blood with every step. Don't make this difficult, Amy. Why are you doing this? What have you done? This is simply the way it's always been, Amy, the way it always will be. I have to get the others. I have to warn them. You pass a bronze bust on a pedestal and hesitate. I'll throw it. Quickly grab the heavy bust off the pedestal and throw it with all your might at Rhea. As the bust goes hurtling towards her, she simply lifts an arm and bats it out of the air like a fly. I'll have to do better than that. Rap. You burst into the ballroom and look around for the others, but the floor is a mass of vampires dancing and writhing and feeding. Camille, Adrian, where are you guys? You stumble into the party as Rhea stands framed by the doorway, following your movement with her eyes. I have to lose her somehow. Nearby is a small group of vampires in an intense dancing cluster. Not too far away from them is the champagne fountain. Hide the dancers. Quickly swerve to one side and wriggle into the group of dancers. They cheer at your appearance. Wanted to join us, lovely? Oh, yep, totally love dancing. It's the best. Enmeshed within the cluster of gyrating bodies, you peer out between their flailing limbs. Rhea walks through the ballroom, coolly assessing the party around her. I think it worked. Now I just have to find the others before she does. Break away and try to reach the outskirts of the party. You can feel her nearby, her energy spreading through the ballroom, and the vampires held in party's thrall. You cannot run forever, Amy. Give in. Submit to me. Heart pounding and hair, you finally spot the others towards the back wall. You dart towards them, a large puddle of spilled wine directly in your path. You don't even think about it. You gather up momentum and leap into the air above the puddle. You land on the other side effortlessly, sprinting on. I made it. You push through the decadent throne, shoving towards the table where your friends are. Amy, what's going on? It's Rhea. She's not who she says she is. She's... A low laugh cuts through the noise of the ballroom. Rhea still pursuing you, grinning. Whoa, what? She's very naked. That's not the important part. Seems pretty important. She's covered in blood. Listen, I found her surrounded by a dozen drained humans. Humans that she killed, and she was enjoying it. There's something seriously wrong here. Rhea walks calmly through the partying vampires, unhurried. Jack scowls and reaches for a sword before realizing he left it in the car. He snatches up a nearby steak knife instead. Just once, I'd like to go to a party where someone doesn't try to kill me. Just once. Rhea, what is the meaning of this? But she doesn't respond, and you quickly realize you're about to be backed into a corner. We have to get out now. You look at your friends, and it's clear, right away. They all believe you. Everyone to the car. You all sprint towards the doors of the bar. Your gaze burning on your backs as the party keeps going with the loud music and drunken laughter. As you're about to reach the doors, you spot Nikhil nearby, awkwardly trying to flirt with another vampire. So, you see, it wasn't a goose, it was a groose. Oh my god, I can't stand and just abandon Nikhil. I should warn him. Amy, hurry! You look between the doors, Nikhil and Rhea slowly advancing. This is a chance to help Nikhil escape from Rhea, and have him show up as a helpful ally later. Oh look, Pixelberry waited for 5 minutes. Let the others run ahead as you dash towards Nikhil with a hand down. You have to get out of here. Miss Amy, whatever is the matter? The vampire Nikhil was flirting with suddenly drops his glass, gasping over your shoulder. Oh dear, you will? Vampire turns and runs, and you realize that Rhea is behind you. I say, that was rather... He's cut off by Rhea's hand, wrapping around his throat. He chokes and scratches at her hand, eyes wide. Oh, is this a friend of yours, Amy? How tragic. I'm gonna kick her shin. Wind up and kick Rhea as hard as you can in the shin, and hear the bone crack. She stumbles back just for a second, long enough for Nikhil to push out of her group and fall back onto the floor. Nikhil, we have to get out of here. He scrambles back, staring in horror at Rhea, at you. What's happening here? What is this? No time to explain, just run. At once! As you run with Nikhil back to the doors, he calls out to the warning other vampires. Hunters! Vampire hunters are here to kill us, everyone flee! A cry of fear rises in the ballroom as the dancing and grinding stops and everyone begins to run in all directions. Rhea gets lost in the confusion and chaos, and you can barely make out her frown of displeasure before you and Nikhil charge through the doors. You and the others reach the courtyard outside. The car's just down the drive. Terrified vampires stream out of the manor, running in all directions. Nikhil, can you coordinate getting these people out of here? Of course, sir. It would be my honor. Nikhil rushes into the fray, directing vampires away from the house into safety. Come on now. We need to get out of here as fast as we... But before you can take another step, Rhea is suddenly before you. What the hell? How? Rhea chuckles low in her throat, running still, bloody fingertips across her lips. Please, I am the first vampire child. I have abilities your mind couldn't comprehend. Really? I know a lot of vampire lore. I doubt you could impress me. Jax raises his knife as Adrian takes a step forward. Rhea, what is this? I thought we were all on the same side. Of course we are. Then you should know that we don't tolerate the killing of humans. Oh, is that what you're so upset about, the sad little gnats? Please. They served a far greater purpose in death than they ever did in life. What are you talking about? Rand falls to her collarbone, tracing the raised lines as she smiles self-indulgently. I am the first, the purest vampire on this earth. As such, with every life I take as my own, my power grows, all stronger. What? Do you still not understand? You, my progeny, drink blood to maintain your youth and power. But I drink to gain it. With every being that falls to my fangs, I am capable of more and more. Every being, human or vampire. Do you understand? My power is limitless, so long as there is blood, and there is always more blood. I can become a god. Is that what this is all about? Saving New York, bringing everyone back. You just wanted more victims to prey on? That's horrible. You wouldn't think so if you knew what I knew. If you had this power, this raw, unending strength. I can feel every heartbeat in the manor. I can hear every whisper, every sensation, every touch, every moan, every gasp. I feel it all. And the potential, oh, if only you understood. Understood what? Understood what I could do if I were to gain more to attain godhood. Question, is there like a power level to this crap? Because this sounds like a bunch of hogwash. I could create a new world. I could destroy all whoever stood against me. I could topple mountains, control civilizations. I could bring back what was lost. How many more have to die for that? For your lust for power? As many as it takes. And what about our better world? Our better future? She only laughs at his fury, at everyone's expressions of horror. You're just sheep who think you're wolves. Rhea, I knew I was right about you. I always had my doubts about you, and now I see I was right. You're nothing but a fraud, a snake. She shakes her head pityingly at you. In truth, I worried your power would let me see through me before I could consolidate power, but it's clear that even you could only do so much. Now then, shall we end the... But before she could finish, another vampire runs into the courtyard. Rhea, what's going on? There's a commotion inside, and I lost sight of Lulu. He spares you all the confused glance. What is that? But she doesn't get another word out before Rhea grabs her, faster than you've ever seen another vampire move. No, Liv. Rhea tears into Liv's throat, and Liv screams and kicks out. Ah! Rhea, stop this! Liv gurgles, kicking, flailing, but before you can do anything, she goes limp and pale and crumbles to ash. No! Rhea wipes her lips with satisfaction. Delicious. She was a vampire. Her blood was mine. I just took it back. She was one of us. She was nothing. I'm gonna kill you, Rhea. I'm going to stare into your eyes as you die. That's a promise. Rhea flexes her hands as they start to glow with a faint red light. Oh, Jackset Metsuo, never make promises you can't keep. There is no us, there is no our kind. You're not like me. You're pale shadows, sad little imitations churning away on borrowed blood. I thought you were the one who taught Gaius that vampires deserved a better world, a world where our kind can live safe and free. Rhea burst into surprised laughter, her chin still dripping blood. Gaius, that sad little boy cowering behind his shield despite desperate to be loved. He was nothing but a tool, begging me to break him. She takes a step towards you all, your tense, preparing to fight. Can't you see all this is futile? Everything you do, no matter how hard you fight, it won't be enough. 5 to 1 aren't good odds, Rhea. I agree. So let's even the odds. Rhea raises her hands, and a figure emerges from the shadows. We meet again, Bloodkeeper. Now as equals. Jameson, you're working for Rhea? Even knowing what she's like? I serve my goddess. I am her hands, her body, her will. We've beaten him before, Rhea. Don't think we can't do it again. And this time, we'll make sure it's permanent. Try. See what I'm capable of. Know that I have found my true master. As delightful as a brawl would be, I had something else in mind. Her eyes sparkle with a terrible light. You want to see power, children. You want to see what a goddess is capable of. Watch. Nothing you can do to stop us, Rhea. Right, guys? Right, guys? It's only then you realize the others around you have become curiously still. One by one, they begin to turn to you. Guys? Oh. No. Jack slits his knife with a frown twisting his face. Lily cracks her knuckles as Camille lurches forward and Adrian bares his fangs. What have you done? Are you controlling their blood? It was always Gaius's trick. Puppet mastering. Useful but unimpressive. Basic. What I'm doing, little Bloodkeeper, is far grander. I'm controlling their minds. You look between your friends' faces once more, twisted and frozen in agony, and all you can do is see their eyes as hate start to back away. Guys, please, it's me, Amy. But they can't seem to hear you. They wear ugly, vicious expressions, and you see the eagerness for violence in their eyes. It's no use, child. I control the bloodline on the purest level. I have access to their will, their very souls. You feel something brush against your mind, making you shudder. Rhea frowns. Yet you were able to resist me, you alone. Curious. She is a threat. She must be destroyed. You continue to back away from the others as they slowly march towards you, hands outstretched, murder in their eyes. Adrian, please. You have to fight against her. But Adrian just continues to glare at you like you're a stranger. He comes closer, his once reassuring presence now filling you with dread. Adrian, no. When he reaches you, his hands wrap around your throat. You squeeze. Adrian! Do you see now? Do you see the power I command? Kill her. The grip around your throat tightens, the others ready to descend on you, rip you apart. No! You fling your hands up uselessly before, and a blinding flash of power emanates out of you. A blast of psychic energy shoots from your hands with a rush of force, striking all of your friends. They go flying backwards. Even Ray is hit by the blast and streaks backwards, slamming into the side of her manor. The others rouse themselves from the ground, holding their heads. What? How did... Amy, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What about you guys? I think we're okay. That was... Then her eyes flit to the far end of the courtyard. The blast hit Ray and Jamison with the most force. They lie on the ground, bloodied, slowly getting up. We have to leave now. Still trembling, you sprint down the driveway, and the others piling into the car as you get behind the wheel and start up the engine. As you peel out of the long driveway, you glance into the rearview mirror and see Ray standing before the manor, glaring at you with hate and fury. And she mouths, "See you soon." As the car hurtles through the streets of New York, you all catch your breath and begin to process what just happened. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! You grip the steering wheel tight, your hands still tingling from the blast of psychic power that burst out of you. Is everyone alright? I think so. Jax punches the door of the car so hard the metal dents. Well, I'm not. What the hell was that? Next to him, Camilla glowers, looking angrier and even more dangerous than you've ever seen her. That bitch took over my mind. Used me as a weapon. No one does that and lives. Agreed. At least now we know Rhea's true purpose and how far her power goes. What about you, Amy? Are you alright? Honestly, I'm ready to get revenge. I had a feeling that something bad was going to happen. I may not have expected something to happen so soon, but I'm ready to take on. The car is quiet for a moment, and then Lily chokes on a sob. I can't believe she did that to us, that we almost... Jax puts a hand on her shoulder as she wipes away her tears. His face is still hard with anger. She made me point a weapon at Amy. That's unforgivable. Do you remember what happened? What it felt like? Yes. I felt her presence. I felt her infiltrate my mind. And it was like a switch went off. One second I was determined to put a stop to her, and then the next all I wanted was to hurt you, Amy. She controlled you. He grows quiet as Camilla glares out the window, her hands clenched into fists. No, it's worse than that. Gaius controlled my body back at the Metropolitan, but I was myself inside. But back there, I wanted to hurt you. I wanted it so badly. She didn't just control me, she changed me, violated me. It was horrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Actually, scratch that. Considering who our enemies are, I absolutely would. We're so sorry, Amy. We weren't ourselves. Can you forgive us? It wasn't your fault. There's nothing to forgive. You weren't yourselves, even if Rhea manipulated your thoughts to make them seem like your own. Lily reaches out to touch her shoulder. Jax takes a deep, relieved breath as Adrian nods and Camila tries to smile. Adrian puts his hand on your thigh for a reassuring squeeze. I can't even begin to imagine how you must have felt. To think that I could have... Adrian's voice breaks and you reach out and pat his hand. Hey, it's okay. I understand. I know the real you would never hurt me. Adrian gives you a shaky smile as you continue to hold hands, and for a moment you drive in silence, the severity of the moment weighing on you. She betrayed us, played us all this time. I should have known. But everything she said, everything she did, it was for the betterment of the city, for us. It was like she was tending to her cattle to get them ready for slaughter. I wanted to put my trust in her. To believe that all the violence, pain, could be a thing of the past, but I was wrong. She preached peace just to get through to us, promising us a new age of progress, but all she wants is complacency. I knew she was a snake. All the things she said and promised, I knew it was too good to be true. Well, we'll never have peace and progress so long as vampires like her still exist. Dax cradles his head in his hands. God, poor Liv. Reach over, squeezing his shoulder. I had no idea Rhea's power extended so far. Rhea told me that because she's the first, she controls the bloodline. She can control our minds, our souls, except mine, apparently. Adrian hums in thought as he crosses his arms. It must be because of your psychic powers. You're the reason why we were able to wake up. Which means you're the key to defeating her. Do you think you could do it again? I have no idea. What I did was instinctive. I didn't control it. I had no idea to direct the sort of power. Rhea was going to teach me how to use it, but then... Gesture behind you in the direction of the manor. And Seraphine is firmly in Rhea's cord, which means she can't help us. Gar grows silent again as everyone begins to think, but you can't stop trembling in the aftermath of what happened. Jax shifts in the seat. There is another psychic who might be able to help us. There is? Who? Jax sighs deeply. My mentor, Takeshi, told me about one who lives in Tokyo. His name is Kano. He's like 500, and allegedly the greatest vampire psychic alive. Kano, the name doesn't ring a bell. Why haven't you told us about this man sooner? Takeshi, swore me to secrecy. Wanted to honor that. I've let him down enough already. Jack shrugs uncomfortably and looks away with a frown. Camila and Adrian exchange an uncertain look. What do you think? I think it's risky, but what other options do we have? Well, if we have the Nightbound crew, we could call them in. This could be like a Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl team up. You know, things like that. Rhea's far too powerful, and she controls the city, human and vampire. We need to get out of here. So we might as well go to Japan. They continue to look at one another, having a silent conversation until Adrian sighs and takes out his phone to make a call. You all change back into your casual clothes, while Adrian gives you directions to the private airstrip where his plane is parked. Once you park, you look out to the plane, already warming its engines. So we're going to Japan, like now? We can't afford to let Rhea find us again. You all pile out of the car and hurry towards the plane. You feel strangely numb, your mind and body out of sorts from one another. You okay, Amy? Listen, I went and changed the outfit. Everyone else changed. Yeah, I guess I just need some time to process all this. What you did was incredible. Let's get settled on the plane and then you can rest, okay? Okay. You start to follow up on the stairs to the plane door when you spot something fluttering on the railing. Seriously? Now? Glance up at the plane and back down to the tapestry fragment, biting your lip. From it, you can sense the scenes of bickering and blood, a fresh memory of Rhea as she begins her true plan. So this is the High Council of the Order. Not much to look at. Looks like it's burning. Take it. You reach out to touch the tapestry fragment, and your eyes cloud with colors as the vision takes over. Stockholm, Sweden, 2 months ago. In the remote mountain castle, a group of people meet. From their clothing and jewelry, it's clear that they're very wealthy. Please tell me the High Council actually has a solution to what's going on. Oh, we're doing that. We barely began to assess the damage. Balthazar is dead. The Medea base has fallen. Our officers are being plucked off one by one. With the order down, the vampires are going to come for us. I bet they're breeding right this second. Will you all calm down, you cowards? How am I supposed to calm down when the bloodsuckers are after us? If Balthazar fell, we surely will as well. It's only a matter of time. We have to pick up where they left off. The High Council must now take charge of the remaining troops of the Order of Dawn. Or we can all disband, hide until all this blows over. Are you mad? That's practically a death sentence. Council members continue to bicker until a voice breaks into the den. Please, let us settle down and think rationally about this. We must take caution now more than ever. A slick, polished man emerges from the shadows late to the meeting. He plants his walking stick on the ground and praises the others. Oh, okay. I thought it would be Rhea coming out of the shadows. Never mind. Oh well. Apologies, I was tied up with work. Gustav, so kind of you to finally join us. As I was saying, we must be cautious in these dark days. Balthazar may have fallen, but the Order still runs strong. The vampires have won this battle, but they have not won the war. We must remain calm and composed if we are to launch a counter-strike. I promise you that we are still strong in numbers and in spirit. We are the light, the holy, the Order of the Dawn. Council members stir and murmur, clearly affected by his speech. We persisted in the face of darkness for millennia. We will regroup, stand stronger than ever before. Long live the Order. Long live the Order. Long live the Order. The Baron raises his hands to calm them down. Now, on to business. We should first focus on the bases still in operation. But he's cut off as a pair of hands grab either side of his head. What? The hands snap his neck with a sickening crack, spinning his head around a clear 360 degrees. The other council members cry out and scramble back as his body falls. The form of a tall, willowy woman steps out over the Baron's body, flanked by two others. So this is the High Council of the Order. Not much to look at. I'll admit I expected something more impressive. Council members shrink back from the trio of vampires advancing towards them. One gulps and steps in front of the others. Who are you? What do you want with us? We will not tolerate the presence of... Rhea calmly raises her hand and curls it into a tight fist. The man gasps and grabs at his chest before his heart violently explodes. Hear me. There will be no regrouping, no marshalling, no counter-strike. Your order ends tonight. As Rhea spreads out her arms, vampires slink away from the shadows. Entering the room, the council members cling to one another with wide, terrified eyes. At last we will have vengeance for those who have fallen, for everything we've lost. At her signal, the vampires descend upon the council members as they scream and beg for mercy. Blood sprays and stains the ground in glistening pools of crimson. Please, oh God! But their cries are drowned out by a sea of blood. The era of dawn is over. The era of night begins. Come back to yourself with a gasp and a shudder. Oh my God, I know she's killed the rest of the Order, but not like that. Found a fragment of the mysterious portrait. I'm guessing that's the psychic, maybe? That we're supposed to be seeking out. That person has 3 knives. They are a female version of Zorro. Shaking your head to dispel the last of the vision, you follow the others onto the plane. You all settle down as Adrian closes the door, and comes to sit down. Flight time to Tokyo should be about 13 hours. We should take time to rest and strategize. Petition do the former before the latter? Of course. I think we all need a moment to just breathe. Take in what happened. The plane taxis and begins to build up speed along the runway. Thought, I didn't give the command to go. Adrian gets up to head to the cockpit when a figure stands up from a chair at the front of the plane. No, I did. Oh, gotta be fucking kidding me, it's Gaius. The others immediately jump to their feet as the plane lurches below you. What the hell are you doing here? Alive. Gaius cracks his neck, all grace and precision. Rhea restored me. You didn't think she'd keep me trapped forever, did you? When he speaks, there's a rapturous, zealous glee in his eyes, a manic intensity you've never seen in him. My goddess protects, my goddess provides, my goddess loves. Grip onto the chair before you as vertigo spins through your body. Again, you feel the sensation of the sword through your flesh. Again, you feel yourself die. No. Oh my god, no, no. Try to move, but you can't. Your body is frozen with fear. Your chest is so tight it feels like a ribs or a fist slowly clenching. In truth, I have to thank you. If it hadn't been for you, Rhea would have never come back. You restored my goddess. You gave me purpose again. I owe you my endless gratitude. But I'm still going to kill you, of course, but thank you all the same. Camilla and Adrian stand between you and Gaius, their faces twin storms of fury. We killed you once, we'll kill you again. No, I don't think you will. Faster than lightning, he strikes. Adrian goes flying in the ceiling, crashing down on the aisle with a pained groan. Bastard! Jack swings the sword, but Gaius stops it with his bare hand, punches Jack in the stomach so hard he goes tumbling into a chair, revving it from the floor. Lily stabs, and Gaius from behind with a broken stem of a wine glass from the drink cart. He laughs and flips her over his head, winding her. Winding. Give it up. No, it's no use. Camilla rushes in, manages to land a solid punch to his face. Turns with a frown, grabs her by the neck and squeezes. She struggles until he flings her into Adrian. Pathetic. You cower behind your chair, shaking as terror runs through you. You want to strike, you want to fight, but your body won't let you. The terror won't let you. I can't let him kill them. I have to do something. Quickly assess the close quarters of the plane, even as your heart beats frantically in your chest. I'm gonna yell for Gaius' attention. Gathering up your courage, you stand up straight. Gaius, leave them alone. We all know it's me you want. He turns to you, his upper lip curling. You're right, which is why I'm going to do this. He yanks Adrian up by his shirt and strikes his head against the plane wall. Gaius. But Gaius is too lost in his murderous spree, smashes Adrian's head against an armrest until Adrian falls over still. No. Gaius grabs Jack's sword out of his hands and decapitates him with a quick strike. Jax falls as blood splutters against the ceiling and his body crumbles to ash. As Lily goes to retaliate, Gaius grabs her by the throat and crushes it. Gaius stabs. Camilla stabs Gaius in the chest with a knife. Fangs bared, Gaius scowls at her before he kicks her away and then uses her own knife to slit her throat. Oh no, please! Back away as Gaius turns to you at last, grinning. He steps over the bodies of your friends as the knife drips blood. Is that revenge enough for you? Please. When Gaius reaches you, he grabs your hair tightly in his hand. With one mighty heave, he lifts you into the air. Last time I stabbed you to death. Let's try decapitation. And with that, he rips hard, snapping your neck and tearing your head clean off your body. Second time's the charm, I suppose. The light fades as you dissolve into ash. You have died. Seriously? Okay. So, I'm guessing throw a chair at him. Gathering up your strength, you nod to yourself and grab the chair you've been hiding behind. I can do this. I can stop him. Gritting your teeth, you rip the heavy chair from the floor of the plane with a screech of metal. Gaius. He turns to you as his face grows slack with shock. You hurl the chair at him with all your might, crushing him under it. Crushing him under... You know, mother... He rips the chair in half and throws one half at Adrian, the other at Camila. Gaius rushes towards you, his face contorted in fury. You... Resisting everything in your body, screaming at you to run, you square your shoulders and face Gaius, staring into the eyes of the man who murdered you. You stand to fight, waiting for his blow, but it doesn't come. Gaius stops a foot away from you, breathing hard as his eyes widen, boring into yours. You continue to stare, more curious than scared now, delving into his mind, his emotions. What are you? You continue to meet his eyes as tendrils of fear wrap around you. But it's not your fear. He's actually scared of me. You take a step towards him and he flinches back. A terrible rage burns in him. But it's not just towards you. It's towards Rhea, towards the world. Stop this. Get out of my mind! And further, deeper down, is a cold, haunting loneliness. Pain that's been buried as deep as it can go. It's Gaius, the real Gaius. And you just psychically connected with him. You can't... How did you... Taking advantage of a shock, Camila leaps forward. Don't you dare touch her. She grabs Gaius from behind, drags him towards the exit door. She kicks it open. A wild wind spins through the small plane, which is now a good 100 feet off the ground. She shoves Gaius back into the doorway, clutches the sides, fingers crushing the metal. No. Yes. And with a roar, Adrian hurls the entire drink cart across the plane, slams into Gaius and knocks him out of the plane, into the night sky. Camila quickly shuts the exit door, catching her breath against it. Everyone turns to stare at you. What did you do? You stopped him. Confused him. I've never seen him like that. Neither have I, and I knew him for 2 millennia. I'm not entirely sure. It was like I was in his mind and he I don't know, different? He was scared. Scared of me, of us. Good. Jax leans against his sword and touches his bloodied side. So your power can blast Ray and stun Gaius. We really need to get you to Kano. And it feels like you're our only hope. Oh, come on, you're supposed to use an Obi-Wan reference right now. Come on, Layla, you're supposed to be, you know, the geek of the group. Yeah, it's starting to look that way. A knot tightens in your stomach, the weight of her words sinking in. You shake it off to help the others heal up from the surprise attack, before settling in for a long flight. On the airstrip, a bloody figure slowly picks itself up off the ground. What the hell was that? Gaius' broken limbs snap back into place as his wounds close up. He stares up at the plane heading east. Tokyo. He gains his feet as his dislocated shoulder pops back and a smile spreading across his face. It's been so long. Don't worry. You thought we kicked your ass now. We're gonna really do it later. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. Speaking of which, in case you have been hesitant and you're like, you know, hey, I should really, like, play that Storyscape app sometime really soon. Yeah, you really should, because Storyscape announced today, after their acquisition by Disney, that the app will no longer be doing its thing, unfortunately. So yeah, you guys should really check out Storyscape if you have not, because it really is really crappy news today. So without further ado, thank you all for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.